And welcome back to the North Greenville Sports Network here on a Wednesday evening. We get ready for a basketball doubleheader as the Erskine Flying Fleet make the trip up from due west, South Carolina, here to Tigerville, South Carolina. Hayes Gymnasium on the campus of North Greenville University. We get ready to see the Flying Fleet take on the Lady Crusaders in Conference Carolina's basketball action. Grace Huddle alongside Alan Ellis set to bring you an exciting night of doubleheader basketball action as the Lady Crusaders bring a 3-game winning streak into this matchup. They're starting to make some noise in the conference race, and you always want that going down the stretch late in February. Erskine 12-13, North Greenville 8-15, but it's the conference record at stake tonight. 6-11 for North Greenville, 11-7 for Erskine. We start with North Greenville winning the tip-off. They'll get first possession and the first chance. Here's Paulette Addison spinning underneath, puts up a shot, it rolls out, no good. And now the Flying Fleet get a chance to respond. Here's number 3, Reagan Hendricks. To the near side, into the corner. Now underneath to number 34, Megan Mara. And she goes up for 2 and gets it. The Flying Fleet strike first.
Just a perfect fake off to the side. Ended up getting the ball right to the hoop.
And now Carter into front court for NGU with Trenum. Trenum heads toward the paint. Here's Tyler Powers, near side for 3, no good. Devonnie Powell on the rebound, though, for North Greenville. That's been key for North Greenville's offensive rebounds. That's something they've done really well this month alone, especially. Now here's Carter back to Powell on the far side. Back up top to Carter. They'll swing it around to the near side. Powers. Erskine went for the steal. They left Powers open on the near side. This shot rattles in. Good.
And that's the danger. Leave Tyler Powers open, and she will make you pay.
Although that one took its time going in, North Greenville has the lead at 3-2. Now the Flying Fleet looking to respond. They bobble it out of bounds off of Tyler Powers. It'll remain with the Fleet. And a foul called as well. It's 3-2, North Greenville up by 1. The inbound to number 15, that's Kristen Giles, has a pass stolen by Cameron Carter. Now North Greenville setting up. Here's Powers on the far side, loses her balance, gets it back. Unfortunate Erskine didn't bring pressure. Now here's Addison underneath and has her pass intercepted by number 10, that's Mindra Parnham. And Addison steps out of bounds as she blocks Mara. The ball will remain with the Fleet, but Paulette Addison coming up big on defense.
Ball's going to remain with the Fleet, but that was an incredible block.
And now underneath, up and in for 2, number 21, Naomi Stuger puts the Fleet up by 1, 4-3. Here's Carter for NGU, fires a pass left to Powell. She gets it back up top. Now right side Powers, can't get the open look, gives it back to Carter. Carter drives underneath, puts it up, it's short. Rebounded by Trenum though. Now Powers for 3 from the far side, too strong. And Carter again able to get the rebound for North Greenville. Fresh shot clock for the Lady Crusaders. Here's a pass to Trenum and now Powell to the near side. Back to the top of the key, Trenum, far side, Powers is open. And gets blocked by the Fleet, passes into the corner for Carter. She'll fire a 3 and hit it.
Nothing but net.
Defender in her face, that was Stuger. North Greenville up 2, 6-4. Now here come the Fleet. It's Stuger driving underneath, bobbles it, picked off by Carter. Carter, nice behind the back dribble, drives up for 2, short, no good. And Stuger gets the rebound.
Tried to take advantage of the Euro step, just didn't pull it off.
Now Hendricks into front court for the Fleet. They're down 2 in the first quarter to North Greenville. Underneath the Stuger, back out to Parnham. She'll fire a 2, no good. And Addison gets it for NGU. Powell to the far side for Powers. Powers around the defender, underneath the basket, out to Trenum, open for 3 on the near side. Got it.
North Greenville just raining threes over Erskine right now.
9-4. And the official running down the far side stop play. Looks like another shot clock issue. They put 5 seconds back on it, so it looked like it didn't reset. Now it's all squared away. Shot clock good to go. Here's Hendricks up top. Fires a pass right. A shot on the way from Giles. No good. Rebounded by Stuger, though. They fire it back out to Hendricks. Top of the key three. Got it. Fleet chip away at the lead. 9-7. Trenham up top, right side to Powell. Back up top, Trenham now to Powers on the near side. Not open for her, but underneath to Addison. Back out to Powell. Now to Carter. She'll fire a three, same spot. This one bounces out, no good. Fired a shot from the last play. She hit a three, couldn't get it in. And now here's Christina Brown. Her shot no good. Carter gets the rebound.
Mid-range jumpers just not falling for the Fleet right now.
Carter in the front court again, motioning Powers to go into the far side corner. Now Powers on the far side. Trenham heads underneath. Carter for three again. No, rims out. Powell gets the rebound though. She'll try for two. This one's good. Hendricks, long pass to Parnham. Parnham on the near side, bobbles it outside to Hendricks. Hendricks now to Brown. Brown, open lane down the middle, takes it, puts a shot up, rattles out, no good. Halfway through the first quarter, North Greenville leads Erskine 11-7. Here's Carter up top. Powell and Trenham to her right, Powers to her left. Powers gets the pass. Now Powers moves up top, drives inside. Looking for Addison underneath, gets it to her. And she's surrounded by three defenders. Back outside to Trenham as the shot clock is running out. And it's a travel call against North Greenville. That will turn it over to the Fleet. So at the first media timeout, 4:39 left to play in the first quarter. It's 11-7 in favor of North Greenville over Erskine here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Back here on the North Greenville Sports Network, NGU leads Erskine 11-7, where 4 of the 5 Lady Crusaders starting tonight for NGU have scored. The only one that hasn't scored is Addison. Everybody else has attributed to the score so far as this shot bounces up, no good from Brown for the Fleet. It ends up in the hands of Powers, who brings it into front court, and now Erica Cobb is open for three. Too strong on the shot, though. And Erskine steps out of bounds trying to get the rebound. That was Parnham. It'll remain with North Greenville as this pass is intercepted by Parnham. Comes out of nowhere and an easy layup for her, and it's a single possession lead again for NGU.
And that's what Erskine's been trying to do the whole time. Very, very aggressive with the pressure, trying to force steals.
Here's Cobb back out to Carter. To the near side for Powers. Doesn't get an open look. Gives it back to Carter. Now Cobb. Far side corner. Trenham for three. No good. As Ty Broadwater comes skying in for the rebound and bats it out of bounds, it'll go back to the Fleet. Number 33, Jordan Whitesides comes in, as well as Naomi Stuger. She comes in for the second time. So Hendricks at the top of the key fires a pass right to Parnham. Parnham for the Fleet finds Stuger. Back outside to Hendricks. Hendricks guarded by Cobb, gets around her, drives in for two, rattles out, no good.
Layups just aren't falling for the Fleet.
Now let's see if North Greenville can land any more shots. The lead is at 2. Here's Cobb on the near side, looking underneath for Carter, back outside to Broadwater instead. Broadwater looking for some help, fires it left to Cobb. Cobb around her defender, puts it up for two, short, no good. Down the court is Parnham for the Fleet, pulls up for a jumper, hits it over Powers.
Finally a mid-range jumper falls for Erskine.
Ties the ball game up at 11. Now North Greenville quickly down the court. Here's Cobb underneath. She loses it, and it's picked off by the Fleet.
Off to the races.
And Carter blocks Giles out of bounds. And the whistle was blown, and they might catch Carter for a foul.
And they did.
Yes, they do.
Not necessarily a bad foul. Better to force two from the free throw stripe instead of letting a layup go.
It's Kristen Giles at the line for the Fleet. Hits the first one, and the Fleet are back out front, 12-11. It's the second one, it's 13-11. Powell down the far court side for North Greenville after the two made free throws by Erskine put the Fleet back up in front. Powell to the right side for Powers, now back up top, and they swing it around left to Trenum. Trenum moves underneath, blocked out, gets it back to Cobb, back outside to Powell. Powell with some room, free throw line jumper for her, no good. And ball bobbled and still loose, and it rolls out of bounds. Who touched it last? Yeah, last touch by North Greenville. It'll go to the Fleet. Here's Hendricks to Parnham. Parnham, mid-range for hers, got it.
And that's the shot Erskine wants. Hasn't been falling so far. That's two in a row now. Just in time to take the lead.
Foul against the Fleet. That's their first of this game. Goes against number 12, that is Marnacia Eugene. Powers on the far side after a pass back from Trenum will step into a three, no good. It's rebounded by Cobb. North Greenville with a fresh shot clock. Cobb finds Powers, who almost has to retreat into backcourt to get the pass. Powers gives it to Trenum. Trenum moves in the paint, fires a jumper, hits.
North Greenville's going to need a lot of that to keep up with this Flying Fleet team.
Parnham on the near side, back up top to Stuger. Stuger working against Trenum, looking for Hendricks, can't get it to her. Connects up with Eugene instead. Eugene hands it off to Hendricks, and now they work it back underneath to Stuger. Stuger at the baseline, spins underneath, fires a shot, called for a travel.
Megan Davis checks in for Reagan Hendricks on that substitution.
Here's Powell for North Greenville. Double teamed, has a pass batted and picked up by Stuger. And now Powers comes from behind and gives it right back to Powell, who leaves Trenum wide open underneath the basket. She'll fire a shot and miss it. And then Cobb bats it out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Parnham. That will save North Greenville on that possession.
Just a golden opportunity missed. Wide open under the basket. Didn't get the layup to roll the way she wanted it.
Boy, Erskine almost caught a break when Trenum hesitated to fire the shot, and then they got three defenders underneath, but it remains with North Greenville. Now here's Suggs, comes in and right away gets 2 points, and we're tied at 15. Now for the Fleet, the final minute as Powers once again, great on defense, gets it to Powell, and up for two, no good. And North Greenville bench wanting a foul. They won't get it. Now the Fleet for the lead. Stuger got it for two.
Devontae Powell was holding her face as if she got hit in the eye.
And she got hit in the head by the defender. Shot clock now off, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Powell to Suggs, has a shot blocked, and it's tipped and a foul called. So with 4.2 seconds left, Erskine with the ball. They have the lead. They're up two. At the half-court stripe, it's Davis to the far side, and Erskine will not get a shot off. Powers guards Giles to the buzzer, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Pretty good game so far, and Erskine up two over North Greenville by a score of 17-15. Back in a moment for second quarter action from Hayes Gymnasium here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Two-point advantage for the Flying Fleet of Erskine College as they take on North Greenville in Conference Carolina's action. Into the second quarter we go. And a pass mistimed by the Fleet. They're able to bounce it off. I think it caught a piece of Addison on the way out as Giles trying to hook up with Whitesides underneath. Bounced off a defender for North Greenville to stay with the Fleet as Parnham brings down the inbound and gets it to Hendricks. At the top of the key, Hendricks to the far side, gives it back to Parnham, now near side. Here's a three that bounces off the rim, no good from Giles, rebounded by NGU. The near side is Powell for the Lady Crusaders around Addison, underneath, puts up a shot, doesn't get the roll, and it's slung out of bounds by Stuger, falling down. Trying to get a pass off to Whitesides before she completely lost her balance. And North Greenville will get it underneath their basket. Powell to Carter, outside the arc for three, got it! Second time she's made a three with a defender in her face. It's 18-17, North Greenville back out front. Here's Hendricks up top for the Fleet. Gives it to the far side, now underneath to Whitesides, working against Addison for two, got it. Erskine back out in front, now here's Powers on the far side, back up top to Carter, to Powell. Powell moves to the near side, cuts it back up top, gives it back outside to Carter, now to Powers in the corner. She moves underneath, gets it back to Powell. Shot clock under 10. Now back outside to Powers. Powers for two and called for a travel. Here's Hendricks for the Fleet into front court to the far side. Here's a three on its way. No good from Parnham. Rebounded by Whitesides. Back up top to Hendricks. She'll try for three. It's short, no good. And rebounded once again, Parnham. Now up top, here's Giles, drives in, flings it up, and rolls out. And she almost caught her on rebound before Powers snatched it out of her hands. Here's Powers, and they will catch number 10, that is Miranda Parnham, for a foul against the Fleet. That's their first of the quarter and Parnham's first.
Let's go, D.
1 point lead for the Fleet, 19-18. Carter spins underneath and doesn't get the roll. Nice moves, but unable to finish. Here's Giles near side, up top to Hendricks. Hendricks working against Strayhorn. Now they pass it to the far side with Parnham. Parnham up top. And a foul away from Parnham, this one against NGU. That's their first of the quarter. Second against Carter. Fleet on the inbound. Hendricks looking, sails it up to Stuger. Stuger back near side, three on its way from Hendricks. No good. Powell on the rebound. Powell with Trenum left, Powers on her right. Heads Powers way on the far side, now cuts it back, bounce pass to Trenum. Trenum on the near side, gives it to Strayhorn. Strayhorn up top to Addison. Addison looking underneath, gives it outside to Powell. Powell at the free throw line, outside to Powers, under 10 on the shot clock. Powers for three, no good, short. Addison trying to get the rebound. Offensive foul against Powell. We'll turn it over to the Fleet. Actually, they called foul against Addison. That's her first. And North Greenville second of the quarter. And Trenum bats a pass in the air, lands right in the hands of Hendricks. She'll try in the paint for two, got it. Three-point lead for the Fleet. Powers on the far side for NGU. Drives underneath, gives it to Strayhorn, now up top to Trenum. Back to Powell. 6:30 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Powell, looks right, gives it to Powers. Powers underneath to Addison, back out to Powell up top, now near side Strayhorn. She'll try for three, got it, we're tied at 21. Eugene not wasting any time for the Fleet, misses the near side shot, no good, and Powers scoops up the ball. Powers on the far side, driving in against Hendricks, fires a pass back outside the arc to Powell. Now the near side for Strayhorn. Strayhorn flings it back out to Trenum. Trenum reels it in and gives it back to Powell. Powell moves underneath, splits the defenders, and gets a foul as she works her way underneath. Fleet's second team foul of the quarter. First one against Megan Mara. At the line is Powell for North Greenville. Cannot get the lead on the first one. Looking for the second one, gets it in, and North Greenville's up front, 22-21. Here's Hendricks on the near side of the circle, drives into the paint, fires a pass back out. It's bobbled but reeled in by Giles. Giles underneath to Mara, and she can't reel it in, loses it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to NGU. Powell goes deep, a little too deep to Strayhorn, up over her head. And North Greenville gives up the possession as soon as they get it back. Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter, North Greenville still up one. Hendricks right now for the Fleet with the basketball. Fires a pass right side to Giles. Into the corner for Parnham. Up top to Hendricks. Moves it to the near side. Trying to cut underneath. Splits around Strayhorn. In for two. Good. Fleet back up by one, 23-22. Erskine setting up in a 2-3. And now Powers back to Powell, near side for Strayhorn. Into the corner with Trenum underneath the Broadwater. Loose ball picked up by Parnham. Parnham spins around Strayhorn and bobbles it as Strayhorn blocked it. Now here's Powell right down the middle, up for two, got it.
North Greenville taking advantage of a fast break, getting the lead back.
Powell with all the speed. Fleet looking for the lead with Stuger here. Puts it up over Trenum and gets it in.
This is just like most contests between North Greenville and Erskine. Just a back and forth battle always gives us a good game.
Hendricks went for the steal, didn't get it, and Strayhorn makes her pay. In for two. 26-25. Now here comes a shot blocked from Broadwater, and she's able to pick off Parnham. And Parnham fouls her.
Just one of those frustration fouls. Got blocked twice right before that.
13th foul against Erskine. It'll be the second one for the game against Miranda Parnham. And at the media timeout of the quarter, 4:02 left to play in the second. Tight one here at Hayes. It's 26-25 in favor of NGU here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Back here on the North Greenville Sports Network, we've got 4:02 left to play until halftime. It's been a back and forth game in the first half with North Greenville and Erskine swapping back and forth on possessions and the lead as well. Right now it's in favor of North Greenville as Strayhorn fires a three, missed it. And now Erskine will once again have a chance to retake the lead, 26-25 right now in favor of North Greenville. Here comes Stuger, backing into paint, flings it up, no good. Broadwater comes up for the rebound. .330 left in the second quarter. Powell to Broadwater, around her defender, up and in, no good for two. And now Hendricks able to spin away from Strayhorn on the attempted steal. Now number 4, Ashley Mole. Pass to Stuger, underneath. Led Giles a little bit too far, but she gets it back in. She's trying to spin around Powers, puts it up, and Powers deflected it in. Good. So the Fleet back up, 27-26.
It's going to be like this all night.
Powell to Broadwater. At the line for two. Got it. Just your average free throw, except this one counts one more. Mole on the right side of the circle for Erskine. Back outside to Hendricks. And now Stuger. Far side. Giles is there. Steps into a three. No good. And batted out of bounds by Trenum.
That's something Erskine's been struggling with. That's 1 of 6 from beyond the arc for the entire game.
Now with 2:33 left to play, they get to keep it. Hendricks looking for the inbound, fires it deep, connects with number 23, that's Brown. She gets it back and gets it back outside to Giles. Giles into the corner, back to Hendricks. Hendricks drives in, slings it out to Mole. Mole Back to Hendricks here on the near side for three. That's no good. And Broadwater gets tangled up with the defender. Jump ball is called.
It points North Greenville's way.
Let's go, Black. Get a stop.
Christian Brown and Ty Broadwater get the jump ball call. Broadwater takes this round. Powell long down the court to Strayhorn, able to stay inbounds. Gets it back to Powell. Now Trenum and Powers here on the near side for three. Got it.
If you're Erskine, you cannot leave Tyler Powers open. She is dangerous from three, even with someone in her face.
Slipped and fell while trying to guard Christian Giles. And Stuger fires for three, misfired, and it's rebounded by Broadwater. Under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Powell on the far side for NGU. Brings it up top, slings it back outside now to Trenum. Gives it to Powers, working against Hendricks. And Powers gives it back to Broadwater. And Powell gets tripped up. Working against Kristen Giles. She'll be called for a foul. That's Erskine's fourth for the quarter. First one against Giles. And if North Greenville can get one more against Erskine, a foul that is, they will be in the bonus for the final few remaining seconds of the second quarter. We've got 90 of them left right now at 1:30. Here's Broadwater at the top of the key. Trying to drive in, spins around, puts it up, doesn't get the shot. And it's rebounded by the Fleet. Fleet down 4, looking for some points before the half. Here's Giles up top, fires it to Eugene, who gets it back outside to Giles. Now Hendricks. Hendricks up top. Splits the defenders, tries to drive in, slings the pass back outside. Now here comes Eugene, who doesn't get the roll, and it's rebounded by Broadwater. Final minute of the second quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
Here's Broadwater up top. Works her way in. And Broadwater called for the offensive foul. Third one as a team against North Greenville will be the first one against Broadwater. So 42.1 seconds left. Erskine still with a couple of opportunities left before halftime. Hendricks, Giles, Stuger, and now Eugene. Trying to get around Suggs, puts it up, blocked by Broadwater, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Fleet. With 28.5 seconds left. Fleet looking for the inbound. Hendricks to the far side. Here comes a deep two. Hits. Good. That one from Kristen Giles. And timeout called. North Greenville try and set up a final play. Only 3 timeouts carry over to the second half anyway, so use it while you got it. So at the North Greenville timeout, 24.4 seconds left. North Greenville now only up 31-29 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Final seconds before the half here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Erskine down to North Greenville 31-29. North Greenville with what could be the final shot of the half. Carter brings it into front court at 16 seconds, gives it to Trenum. Now Broadwater. 10 seconds left as Strayhorn wide open, missed the shot, and it's out of bounds off of Broadwater. Came in for the rebound, didn't get it. And now Erskine will take their first timeout. So each team now left with 3. That's what you get to start the second half. Now Erskine with a chance to tie or take the lead with 7.6 seconds left. We'll bring you back here to Hayes Gymnasium after this break, with North Greenville still up by 2 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. 2-point lead for North Greenville, waning seconds of the quarter. Erskine with the final possession to tie or to take the lead. Hendricks at half court slings it to Stuger. Stuger underneath, lays it up, doesn't get the roll. And that will take us to halftime. North Greenville up 2. It's been back and forth all game so far, and the score indicates that. North Greenville up by 2, 31-29. Now Logan Brown is down courtside, catching up with head coach Jane Arledge.
Well, we're giving them too many easy shots. We've got to defend them a little bit better. They're getting some inside shots we got to take away from them. We've got to make the easy baskets. We've missed a ton of those right around the basket. So we get a wide open layup, we got to make it.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
That's head coach Jane Arledge as she takes her team into the locker room, up 2 over the Flying Fleet of Erskine in this Conference Carolinas matchup. And while both teams for the men's side take to the court, I'll remind you of the men's game coming up next, about a half hour after the women's game has concluded, but the Flying Fleet men's team also in the house, getting ready to take on North Greenville later on tonight. So that will be the second game of our doubleheader. Before the moment, at the half, the Flying Fleet down to North Greenville in the women's game, 31-29. We'll be back for the second half here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Just before the second half gets underway here on the North Greenville Sports Network, North Greenville up by 2 over Erskine, 31-29. Both teams shooting about the same from field goal range. Erskine with 35.1% from the floor, North Greenville 36.4%. The big discrepancy is North Greenville's managed to hit 6 threes in that first half. Erskine only with 1. Free throws, both teams fouled to a minimum, but North Greenville's made 1 out of 2 free throws. Erskine has hit both of theirs. Turnover battle, North Greenville behind in that one, 9 to Erskine 6. And once again, North Greenville able to out-rebound a team, 25 total rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds to Erskine, 7 in that category. Nobody able to hit double digits just yet, but Powers and Carter lead the way for North Greenville with 6 points each. Erskine will start us off here in the third quarter, and we'll try to tie the ball game up on this jumper missed from Kristen Giles, rebounded by Tyler Powers for NGU. It's Hendricks, Reagan Hendricks out in front for Erskine with 7 points for the Fleet. Closely followed by Parnham and Giles, each with 6. Powers on the far side, defended by Hendricks, brings it around Trentham as a pick underneath to Addison, bobbles it out of bounds, and that'll be another turnover. That will be the 10th one of the game for NGU. We'll try to see what kind of third quarter we're going to be in for. Hendricks up top, fires it right to Parnham. Parnham bobbles it, and it's scooped up by Powell as the ball rolled into front court. Bounce pass to Powers, up and in for 2. Doesn't get the roll, but she is fouled.
And you see the benefit of passing right there. Could have easily went to the basket and tried to make a layup. Went for the pass, got the foul. Now a chance for 2 at the charity stripe.
First foul of the quarter goes against the Fleet. It sends Powers to the line. First one, no good. That puts NGU 1 of 3 on the day from the line. Gets the second one to go, so an even 50% for North Greenville on free throws. The lead is up to 3, 32-29. Here's Stuger back out to Hendricks. Hendricks up top, fires a pass left, and a jumper on its way, missed, no good. And a foul against North Greenville as Parnham goes up for the rebound and is fouled.
Let's go, Black. Let's score right here. Right here, ladies.
Officials trying to get the foul counters on the scoreboard up and running. Both teams each with 1 team foul. Now it's corrected. They put the foul on Carter. That'll be her 3rd. As shot missed from Erskine. Rebounded by Powers. Into front court. Bounce pass to Powell. Puts it up, and this time they'll call a foul as Powell goes to the floor, and it's Stuger on the foul. Second foul against Erskine, first one against Stuger.
That was a very hard foul, too.
Powell to the line, doesn't get the first one. Gets a second one to drop. Well, it's 33-29. 2-possession lead for NGU early in the third. Here's Stuger on the right-hand side. Now at the free throw line, looking still to the far side, fires it left instead. A jumper on the way, rattles in good from number 34, Megan Mara.
Megan Mara from locally Travelers Rest, South Carolina.
Got a block against Powers, and Powers slung it out of bounds, bouncing it off a defender along the way. North Greenville will keep possession of it. Up 2. Inbound finds Addison. Out to Powell. Powell on the left side. Works her way underneath. Gives it to Trenum. Long two on the way. No good. Short. And Stuger was camping underneath it for the rebound. Now over on the far side, it's Parnham to Stuger. Works her way underneath. Gives it to number 34. That was Mara. Didn't get the shot in. Powers gets it back for NGU.
And those mid-range jumpers have just been a problem for Erskine today.
Top of the key three from Powers. Bounces off the backboard. No good. The Fleet with a chance to tie. Here comes Giles, spins her way underneath, and Powers picks her pockets, slings it to Powell in the front court, stays inbounds, gets it to Strayhorn. She doesn't get the shot, and Powers almost again came up with another steal. Hendricks on the far side for the Fleet, still looking for the tie or the lead. She'll move inside, sling it up, rolls in, good after hesitating.
We're tied once again.
Let's go, Dean.
3 minutes into the third, and we're tied at 33. Now Addison at the other end for North Greenville, lays it up and in over the defender. Giles on the left-hand side gets it to Stuger, working against Trenum. Fade away, no good. Rebounded though by Parnham. She puts it up, no good. And Addison finally brings it down for NGU. Here comes Powell in the front court. Powers open on the right wing, flings it up, no good. And Stuger brings it down. Now Erskine's gonna try to go quick. Here comes Parnham, pulls up for a jumper, got it. It's Powell for North Greenville, a Trenum to her left, Powers in the corner on the right. Addison has a pick. Now here's Trenum on the far side for three. No good. And Powell gets the rebound. And suddenly North Greenville's gone cold from three-point range. They hit 6 in the first half. Unable to get one so far. Now Strayhorn finally breaks the curse. Puts North Greenville up 3. Underneath for the Fleet, Tamara. She's defended by Addison and smacked out of bounds by Strayhorn, intended for Hendricks. It'll stay with the Fleet though, but that'll stall their momentum for the moment. It's Whitesides coming back in for Mara. Inbound to Hendricks. Hendricks up top, moves near, and gives it to Giles. Giles around Trenum, puts it up, doesn't get the roll, and it's ripped away by Whitesides and picked off by Powell. Powell 2-on-1 at a disadvantage, puts it up, doesn't get the roll, and is fouled.
And that was Powell's second steal of the game. That'll put North Greenville now at 6 steals.
13th foul against the Fleet, second straight one against Naomi Stuger. Powell to the line for NGU. First one doesn't go in. Oh for 2 on that trip. It's Hendricks to the right-hand side for the Fleet, hands it off to Parnham, steps inside for 2, buries it.
And no one team is getting a huge advantage either way. No team has hit double-digit leads this entire ballgame.
There's Powell at the line, slings it outside to Trenum for 3, bounces out, no good. And now here's Parnham, tries to drive inside, loses the ball, picked up by Addison. She'll give it to Strayhorn. North Greenville works down the court again, up 1 at 38-37. Halfway through the third quarter. Just a tick under 5 minutes. Now Strayhorn, near side, got another 3.
Strayhorn now 3 from 4 from behind the arc.
Hendricks up top, looks right, gives it to Parnham. Parnham trying to work a screen in, can't find Giles, but gets the ball back. Now tries the left wing with Whitesides, back up top to Parnham. Parnham works to the far side, flips it to Stuger. Stuger nowhere to go, and she gets fouled. Timeout on the court as I put the foul up on the scoreboard. Second one against North Greenville as a team. First one against Trentham. So time called with 4:10 left to play in the third. And we'll take a look at the conference standings. Limestone still all alone up front, undefeated, and now ranked third in Division II. King 4 games behind them, so this might be Limestone's conference race to lose. Then behind them, still eligible for the championship, Mount Olive. Erskine sitting right there in 4th. 2 games behind the Trojans, so the Flying Fleet trying to get a game up on the competition. And then North Greenville does have the tiebreaker with Pfeiffer, so if the season ended now, they would be the 6th seed and be going to play at Mount Olive. Barton in 5th, just ahead, and then rounding out the bottom of the scoreboard, you've got Belmont Abbey, Lees McCrae, Converse, and Southern Wesleyan. North Greenville with the lead, but the Fleet with the ball. On the inbound, on the far side, there's Parnham into the corner for Hendricks. Hendricks right down the middle, blocked by Broadwater, gets the rebound back. Now a 3 on its way from Giles. Brims out, no good. Stuger on the rebound, third chance for the Fleet. Hooks up with Hendricks here on the near side, gets another chance. Short 3 misses, and Powell goes down to the court floor. Still ball loose. And North Greenville bench bellowing for a timeout, gets the call, and not a moment too soon. So a 3:43 left to go. North Greenville calls timeout to maintain possession. They have the lead up 4 over the Flying Fleet of Erskine, 41-37 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. 41-37. North Greenville with the lead late now in the third quarter. Trentham to Cobb, coming off the North Greenville timeout. And now Broadwater up top, looking for help underneath. Can't find anybody. Chantel Strayhorn well guarded. Broadwater gives it to Powell, now back outside to Cobb. Cobb outside the arc, working against Hendricks. Bounce pass underneath to Broadwater. She'll drive up to the basket. Shot blocked by Mara. Rebounded by the Fleet. Here comes Parnham. Pulls up for a jumper at the line. No good. Trentham brings down the ball for NGU. Attempted steal out of bounds off Parnham. She's tried that 4 or 5 times tonight. Gotten it a couple of times, that time not able to do it. Ball stays with North Greenville, under 3 to play now in the third. It's with Powell, and she gives it to Strayhorn, who is working against Parnham. Strayhorn for 3, no good. Shot clock was running down, and it's kept in bounds by Hendricks. Now to the near side, Giles, blocked by Cobb from going any further, passes back outside to Hendricks. Hendricks backs out from the arc. Now goes trying to go underneath to Stuger. Stuger, fadeaway 2, got it. Leads back down to 2. Here with Powell firing a pass left to Strayhorn, and this time Parnham's able to force a bad pass. Out of bounds to the Fleet, with once again the chance to either tie or take the lead. Here with Hendricks, fires a pass right to Giles, working against Cobb, gives it back to Hendricks. Now handoff to Giles, moves underneath, ball comes loose, and we're gonna have a jump ball. And it is to North Greenville. Under 2 to play in the third. North Greenville with the ball and the lead, but only up 2. Powell to the left wing for North Greenville. Looking for Trenum. And we'll have it picked off by Stuger, who gives it to Hendricks. Hendricks brings it into front court on the right side to Stuger, right down the middle, puts it up, gets it in, and 1. Third foul against NGU, second one against Trenum. And Naomi Stuger gets the Fleet the lead at 42-41. Here's Trenum to the far side and Powers. Powers up top to Broadwater. Broadwater looking for Cobb underneath, can't get to her. Heads to the far side, gives it to Powers. Powers well guarded by Hendricks. Tries to make a move underneath, gives it back to Broadwater. Broadwater looks right, has 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter, flings it up for 3, no good, and a shot clock violation is called. Final minute of the third quarter. Erskine up by 1, 42-41, trying to get some breathing room here on this possession. At the line for 2, good from Miranda Parnham. The Fleet up 3, 44-41. It's Carter for North Greenville to right side and Powers. Powers up top, gets some space for a 3, no good. And it's rebounded by Stuger, and she's called for a travel. Shot clock now off with 27.6 seconds left. North Greenville with the ball. Inbound to Cobb, fadeaway 2, no good. Broadwater with the rebound though. She bobbles it, gets it back, and Hendricks out of bounds off of her for Erskine. North Greenville with possession still, 20 seconds left. Here's Carter, she'll wait. Gets the clock down to 10. No move yet, now 7, she starts moving, heads to the top of the key. Fires over Trenum for 3, missed it, no good. Powers gets the ball back, she'll try for 2, it's short, no good. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So 3 down, 1 more to go. Erskine inches out in front at the end of 3, 44-41. The Fleet now have the advantage. We head to the fourth and final quarter here on the North Greenville Sports Network. the fourth quarter of this women's basketball contest between North Greenville and Erskine. The Flying Fleet with the lead, 44-41. But North Greenville doing all they can to regain the lead. And Tyler Powers is one of those players out on the floor. She's got a pretty interesting stat line right now.
7 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. All over the stat line for Tyler Powers.
So a double-double, very possible for Powers. She's got 10 minutes to do it and try to get North Greenville the victory. As here's Hendricks moving around Powers and gets it back out to Stuger. Stuger at the line. Crowd wanting a travel. They're not going to get it. Mole gets a pass back to Hendricks. And now here's Parnham. Makes a move inside. Gets the roll in for 2. Good.
With that, Erskine has the biggest lead they've had all night. 5 points.
Now the pressure on North Greenville, down 2 possessions with Strayhorn driving in from the far side. Tries to alley-oop it, doesn't get it. And rebounded by Whitesides. Now Hendricks back to Whitesides. And Parnham to Hendricks. Strayhorn comes up to cover her, fires a pass left to Parnham. Parnham, far side, and Mole. Mole back to Parnham for 3 with Carter in her face, off the glass and in.
Beautiful bank off the glass.
Now it's an 8-point lead. Erskine with a fourth quarter surge. Here's Strayhorn. No room underneath, backs out. Underneath the Broadwater. Broadwater in the paint, called for a travel. Stuger on the right side for 2, got it. Wide open, nobody covering her.
And that's the first double-digit lead for either team.
Carter up top, she'll try to make a move underneath, puts a shot up, gets it to roll in, good. So North Greenville able to catch a little bit of a break.
And that's what North Greenville has to do. They have to chip away at it. They can't be firing from beyond the arc, expecting everything to fall.
Outside the arc with Hendricks for the Flying Fleet, defended by Powers. Looks left, has Parnham there. Parnham now back up top, gives it to Hendricks. They'll switch places. Hendricks heads to the near side. Powers sticks with her. And shot clock starting to run down. Here's Whitesides, back out to Parnham. Parnham up top with the shot clock running down. Hendricks drives in, has the ball batted and picked off by Strayhorn. Strayhorn will try to take it herself down the middle, puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Broadway the rebound, she'll try, still no good. And Whitesides gets the rebound. And foul called as Erskine tried to get down the court quick. Second foul against Ty Broadwater, first of the quarter against NGU. Here's Hendricks for the Fleet, right side, and Parnham. Parnham drives in from that side, gives it to Stuger, immediately swarmed by Broadwater and Trentham. She'll pass to Giles. Giles for a long 2, got it.
And these are the exact same shots that Erskine was missing in the first quarter. Starting to fall now, and that's helping them pull away from North Greenville.
Powers on the far side, gives it up top to Trentham. Trentham to Carter. Carter drives inside the arc, baseline jumper, no good. And batted and rebounded by Whitesides. Now here comes Hendricks in the front court for the Fleet, heads to the far side. Bounce pass to Stuger, around Trentham she goes. Fadeaway jumper from her, and she'll take a foul as the shot landed short.
Way to go, EC. Keep it up.
Second straight foul against Broadwater. She's got 3 as Stuger makes a free throw, put Erskine up 54-43. And make it 55-43. Carter on the far side for North Greenville, trying to work around Parnham. Bobbles it, and it's picked off by Parnham. Parnham now trying to split the defense. Goes up for two, no good. Gets her own rebound. Swarmed by Powers, slings it out to Hendricks. Now Hendricks brings it all the way around, tries to drive him from the far side, gives it to Giles, and now Stuger. And Parnham for three, no good. And Powers gets the rebound.
And that's rebound 10.
Now can she get 3 points? She makes a move inside, spins back out, gives it to Trenum, open for three, got it!
Well, if he can't hit a three, might as well assist for one.
Timely three for North Greenville, 55-46. They're gonna need a little bit more than that as we approach the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter. 5:30 left to play. Here's Stuger, swarmed by the defenders, gets it out to Hendricks. Hendricks around to the near side, gets checked by Powers, but gets a pass off to Stuger. Open for three on the near side, Giles, no good. Rebounded by Stuger. She's having a great night for Erskine as Naomi Stuger. Here's Hendricks, gives it back to Stuger. 20 seconds on the shot clock, pass batted by Trenum, out of bounds off of Trenum. Hendricks looks for the inbound, finds in the corner for three, no good from Parnham. Broadwater gets the rebound, 5 minutes left for North Greenville to make up 9 points. Carter up top to Powell. Powell brings it over here to the near side, now tries to take it down the middle. Gives it back out to Trenum. Trenum hands off to Powers. Powers doesn't have the look, gives it to Carter. Carter at the line for two, will take a shot, no good. Rebounded by Broadwater, she'll drive in for two, no good, but she's fouled. That will be Erskine's first team foul of the quarter.
Broadwater has not taken free throws tonight, so these will be her first two. Has the count that is a shooting foul.
It's against Jordan Whitesides, that's her first. So North Greenville with some ground to make up. 4:33 left to play. Time is called. Erskine up 55-46 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Back here on the North Greenville Sports Network with the Lady Crusaders down 9 to the Flying Fleet, 55-46. Ty Broadwater will be at the line to take two shots. We mentioned Tyler Powers in the running for a double-double. Naomi Stuger for the Flying Fleet in the running as well, as the first free throw bounces up and out from Broadwater. Stuger only needs one more rebound, and she will have a double-double on the night for the Flying Fleet. She's got 15 points to her credit as well. Powers gets the rebound. That's number 11 on the night for her after the second free throw missed from Broadwater. Carter for three, no good. Broadwater again on the rebound, tries for two, gets that one in. It's a 7-point lead for the Fleet.
That'll make up for two missed free throws.
Now here's Hendricks. Two defenders at the midcourt stripe for North Greenville. Forces a pass to Mole, who gives it back to Hendricks. Trying to keep it away from North Greenville. Now Mole for three, no good. Rebounded by Broadwater. Erskine drifts back to reset. Here comes Powell. Gets it back out to Powers for three. Got it!
And that'll give her the double-double of the night.
It's a 4-point lead for Erskine, 55-51. Stuger, now wide sides, back to Stuger, looking to get it back to Hendricks. And now Mull, back to Hendricks, 2 defenders on Hendricks, it's Powell and Powers. Now near side pass over the head of Giles, that's a turnover to North Greenville, 3:26 left to play. Rolling inbound to Powell, picked up just short of the half-court stripe. Here's Powell on the near side to Broadwater. Now to Carter, open for 3, far side, no good, too strong. Broadwater brings it in, but can't hang on to it, trying to keep it in bounds. Mole on the rebound for the Fleet. Now here's Stuger, just inside the arc, swarmed, ball poked out from behind, and a foul called against Powell. That's her first, and North Greenville's 3rd of the quarter. Erskine hangs on to it. Now here's Stuger. Back out to Parnham. North Greenville not bringing pressure this time. 3 minutes left to play. Here's Hendricks. Now they bring up 2 defenders. Pass to the near side for Parnham. Back to the far side for Hendricks. Works against Powell. Back underneath to Stuger. Stuger has the ball poked out from behind by Powers. And this pass bobbled and out of bounds, intended for Giles.
It's still a valiant effort to try and keep that in bounds. Just didn't work out. North Greenville will get the ball down 4 with 2:45 left in the 4th quarter.
So we have time called as well. Both teams now left with 2 timeouts. It's a 4-point lead for the Fleet. Don't go away. This one's getting good again. So North Greenville down 4, 2:45 left to play in regulation. Trentham will roll the inbound to Powell to try and preserve some clock. Powell will pick it up at half court. Clock will start. Powell up top to Broadwater. Broadwater far side Carter. Carter around and in, doesn't get it, but is fouled. Third foul against Parnham.
And then we'll take that as a shooting foul.
And now it looks like the officials are going to have a talk about this, whether it was a shooting foul or not. Well, it looks like we have a call reversed.
Still a foul, but foul on the floor. So North Greenville will get the ball inbounded.
Inbounded to Broadwater. She'll give it to Carter. Carter on the far side. 2:30 left to play. Carter to Broadwater, batted out of bounds. Off of Parnham. We just had that latest foul for Erskine. That was their 2nd as a team. So fouls being relatively clean game. Fouls being kept to a minimum. Carter here on the near side will have a 3. No, off the rim, no good. Erskine with a chance to extend this one. Here's Stuger into the corner. Giles for 3, open. She's got all day and hits it. And Erskine calls a timeout. They'll have 1 remaining with 2:08 left to play. The Flying Fleet back up 7, trying to put this one away. 58-51 here on the North Greenville Sports Network. North Greenville trying to make a comeback. Has stalled. The comeback has stalled out. Erskine is pushed back out to a 7-point lead at 58-51. We've got 2 minutes left to play. Powell with the ball here on the near side for North Greenville. Up top to Carter. Carter will try to drive in the paint, put it up, doesn't get the roll. Broadwater with the rebound. A foul called as the rebound was brought down. Against the Flying Fleet, that's their third as a team, third one against Stuger. Powell on the inbound, looking, gives it to Carter, far side for three, got it!
Now North Greenville's within 4. Need a stop here.
Minute and a half. Here's Stuger driving in, gives it out far side. Now here comes Parnham, back underneath to Stuger, fires it up, good. For 2, it's 60-54.
Still a 2-possession game.
Powell outside the arc on the near side. Now passes up top to Broadwater. Looks to Carter for a long 3. Got it!
These are the 3s we saw in the first quarter. They're coming back. North Greenville's heating up just in time for a comeback.
Make that a 1-possession game as Stuger gets swarmed and picked off by Powers.
4th steal of the game.
Powers to Powell underneath the basket, puts it up for 2, gets it in. And time called. So 53.6 seconds left as 6 points evaporate in about 30 seconds for Erskine. Big night for one of the Flying Fleet players. Parnham with 19 points last checked. The Fleet with the ball, clock starts on the inbound. North Greenville can foul. They have 1 to give before Erskine will be put in the bonus. Pass it around outside the arc. Hendricks drives inside, gives it back out to Giles. Up top, Stuger, now back to Hendricks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Parnham. Back to Hendricks, ball over her head, and Powell can't keep it in bounds. There's going to be 5 seconds left on the shot clock for Erskine, so they're going to have to inbound and fire one quick.
North Greenville going to play very close on their defense.
A 3 might put this one to bed for Erskine as Hendricks falls down, gets it back, fires a 3. No good, and a shot clock violation against the Fleet.
Now North Greenville, if they want to, can hold for this final shot. 22.6 seconds, 1-point game.
And timeout called. Coach Arla trying to make sure she gets this final play right. Both teams now with 1 timeout. Shot clock off. We've got 22.6 seconds left. The Fleet with a 1-point lead, 60-59. We'll come back for the final seconds here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Big night all around for both teams. North Greenville trying to complete the comeback in the 4th quarter against the Fleet. Inbound to Carter from Powell. 20 seconds left. Erskine's going to play tight coverage. Carter for 3. No good. A battle for the rebound. Ball to Erskine on the foul underneath. Now you're going to have to hope that Erskine misses the free throws because now you have no choice but to foul. Broadwater called for her 4th foul, so she's in foul trouble for North Greenville. And if you do foul, then that puts Erskine in the bonus end. They get two free shots. And Erskine now out of timeouts. They took the latest one. 13.6 seconds left. Erskine perfect on the night from the free throw line, 5 of 5. Barnum's got 20, Stuger's got 17. Stuger still looking for that double-double, needs one more rebound. As Powers has hit the double-double mark for North Greenville, 10 points, 11 rebounds. On the inbound, for Erskine to Stuger. And Powell's trying to foul her, and she will.
And that'll be foul number 5.
So now, as they put the foul on Powell, that's her second, and 15th foul against North Greenville. So Erskine in the bonus for the final 10.7. Stuger at the line for the Fleet. They're perfect from the line today. That's not changing right now. It's a 2-point ball game.
Still best case scenario for North Greenville. Even if both are made, the second one included, that's still a 1-possession game. But you cannot afford to let Erskine get a rebound if this is missed.
And you got to get a 3 at the other end. Stuger got it. Erskine 7 of 7. Last time out for North Greenville. They're going to have to fire a 3 and hope for a tie to send it into overtime.
Speaking of threes, several Crusaders have been doing very, very good from beyond the arc. Cameron Carter's hit 4, Tyler Powers has hit 3, Chantel Strayhorn's hit 3, and Trenum, Elizabeth Trenum has hit 2 herself.
And here comes Sierra Suggs. It looks like she's going to check back in. A couple of games ago, she hit 3 in a row.
Sarah Suggs.
So North Greenville trying to line up all their three-point shooters.
Sarah Suggs, more of a three-point specialist for the team. Comes in when they need a really big comeback or a really big three-point shot. 9 times out of 10, she makes it. So look for her. She might end up with the ball in her hands.
Strayhorn, Powers, and Suggs are going to be your best bets for North Greenville. Trenum's out there as well, and Carter's going to inbound. 10.7 seconds left. It's going to take a 3 to send it into overtime. The inbound. Carter to Powers. 10 seconds. Powers on the far side. 7 seconds. She'll fire it. It's blocked. Rebounded by Stuger. Stuger gets a double-double. And Powers has no choice but to foul her with 3 seconds left. And now Erskine can put this one to bed on these free throws right here. They're perfect from the line, 7 of 7, and it was Stuger who was at the line just a moment ago. First foul against Powers. And that might just do it. 9 of 9 from the line tonight for Erskine. North Greenville inbounds. Here comes Carter across half court. Steps up for a shot. Missed it. No good. That will end the ball game as Erskine escapes North Greenville's fourth quarter comeback, 64-59. With that, the Fleet get up to 500 on the season, pick up their 12th conference win, and North Greenville takes a step back, 8-16 now, and 6-12 in the Conference Carolinas. They still do hold that tiebreaker over Pfeiffer should Pfeiffer slip up. So it's going to be some interesting positioning down toward the bottom of the playoff bracket in the Conference Carolinas.
It's going to be very interesting as this is very, very close to the end of the season for college basketball. Going to be very, very interesting to see if North Greenville makes the tournament and if so, where they're seated. But as for today, very good play. And we have Logan down interviewing for Erskine.
Head coach Russ Gregg.
Your team came out with an important and difficult win tonight. How do you think your main key to success was?
I thought we defended really well for the most part. They really shoot the three-ball well. 11 and 32 are two of the better shooters in the conference. 41 is also a three-point shooter. So we knew we had to defend the three-point line tonight, and I felt like we did a good job on that in the second half. In the first half they were 6 of 16. I don't know the numbers, but I know 32 hit two big ones there to give them a chance there at the end. But I was very proud of our kids for hanging in there, hitting free throws on the road. It's a tough place to play. I think we've won up here. This is our second win up here in 5 years that I've been here. So this is a good win for us. We needed it as far as the standing goes. We're one game out of third, and we're still ahead in 4. So that was big for us, but I just can't give my kids enough credit. They did a great job.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Back to y'all.
Yeah, Erskine's fighting for playoff positioning as well. They're trying to scrap for second and third as Limestone looks like they're going to take this one with ease, so it's going to come down to second place between King, Mount Olive, and Erskine.
Considering they're undefeated, Limestone, that is going to be kind of hard to beat that. But Erskine's coaching staff, they did mention several big three-point specialists for North Greenville. Tyler Powers ended up 3 of 11. Cameron Carter, 4 of 10. Elizabeth Trenham, 2 of 5. And Chantel Strayhorn ended up 3 of 5. North Greenville, not too shabby from behind the arc, 12 of 33 for 36%. To Erskine's 3 of 15 for 20.
And for the Fleet, it was a dangerous double duo of Miranda Parnham and Naomi Stuger. They have some big numbers for the Fleet. They both finished the night atop the leaderboards with 20 points. Stuger gets the double-double at the very end of the game, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. Parnham, 20 points, 6 rebounds. And then the next scorer behind them was Hendricks with 9. We went over North Greenville numbers. Powers gets her double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Carter, 14 points and 3 rebounds. Ty Broadwater had 13 rebounds.
13 rebounds.
And North Greenville falls on the turnover battle as well. 1 turnover more than the Fleet, 16 to 15. They out-rebound the Fleet as well. 46 to 40 total rebounds, 18 to 12 offensive rebounds. That's a number you like to see in your favor. And of course, you also like to win the game as well. So next up for the women's basketball team for North Greenville, they will be hopefully trying to get in the game against Emmanuel, which we've tried twice before and have been snowed out.
We'll eventually get that game in.
So
one of these days.
Hopefully we'll be able to get it in this Friday. And the North Greenville men's team will also be taking on Emmanuel this Friday. So that's the next time when these two basketball teams will take to the court floor. But for the moment right now, North Greenville has one more game and some unfinished business to deal with Erskine as the men's team tries to fight their way back into the conference tournament. And we'll be carrying that up next. So the North Greenville women's team fourth quarter bid comes up just a bit short. Erskine wins 64 to 59. We'll see what the men can do up next in about 20 minutes. Stay right here on the North Greenville Sports Network. Just a quick reminder, we will go offline to update some graphics, and then we will be back live for the men's game live from Hayes Gymnasium.